whistles aplenty. Hello and welcome to Transport Fever. My name is Ajaxpost and we're just catching up a little bit on where we left off after the last episode. Moved on about 18 months, so we're now in March 1918, and we've seen the release of a gameplay update from Urban Games, which has made numerous changes, some to the way the game works, some to modding tools and world creation, and some just lovely, purely cosmetic improvements. One of which is this. You can see into tunnels. Oh my goodness! Previously, you sort of got the end of the tunnel and then just a black gaping hole, nothingness in there. But now, I mean, if this tunnel was actually straight through, you could see the light at the end of it, as it were. But that is just one of those simple, sweet, beautiful little changes they made, which really help the immersion in the game. And this is something else. This is particularly from the last episode. You may recall this is the fuel train coming in from Felixstowe to Whitchurch, and towards the end of the last episode the game was complaining that I was not delivering enough cargo to Whitchurch, despite, as you can see, loads and loads of fuel sat there waiting, and even more oil waiting at the oil well. And I thought it was to do with the speed or capacity of this train's consist. I increased it a little bit by using some big new fuel wagons. It's still not enormous consist. I could actually make that a lot larger, but we'll talk about that later. But what I actually discovered when I looked at the game more closely after I closed that episode recording off was this. It was the fact that this passenger train was cutting across the cargo route and there were no signals on the passenger line, which meant our poor little cargo train here, carrying the fuel in, would wait at these signals for days, for weeks, months, possibly even years, waiting for that train to get all the way pretty much to Whitchurch, which is a long way away, before it could deliver its cargo. Hence the lack of deliveries. So I put some signals on here just sort of temporarily to fix that, to allow more rapid delivery of content, of fuel. But I think what I'd really like to do is just sort out this mess of a junction, because that's just naff, really, isn't it? So what we're going to do, our first task today, is to redesign this so it's a much more sensible sort of crossover of tracks, a merging of rail lines rather than a simple sort of crossover like we have here, which should actually allow us to develop further routes in the future. I've no particular plan to at the moment, but that's what we're going to do. Let's just get this train out of the way, because I think we're going to need to actually remove a fair amount of track here to relay it in a more sensible fashion. Right, let's view out the way. Now look at that, 1.16 million. This guy is running profit. Oh yes, he is. Look at that. Right, so where are we? Early May, 5.83 million already, and we're averaging, well, getting up to 14.1 million revenue in the last year. Okay, so we spent bucket loads in the last few years, so we were losing money then, but this is looking good. So all we need to do is actually sort out some of our routes, our signalling and so on, and we're away. So that's our first task today. Now what I want to do, I think, is just curve this round so these lines actually merge and join up properly. But I think I actually need to start that. The best way to do that, I played around with it a little bit, and what worked. I'm not sure it's the best solution, and if you've any better ideas, please don't hesitate to tell me. Any suggestions would be most gratefully accepted and welcome. So if we merge this round so it's more of a sort of curve in there, so it can then sort of curve off into that station there. I mean, these stations aren't terribly well positioned, to be honest, so I could actually move that station. The only trouble is, oh, that's another fix in the game. Confirm destruction. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the rule is as to when it does prompt you, do you want to delete this expensive thing or not? But because that's only 11.2k, which isn't a great deal, to be honest, but they've added this confirmation in to say, do you really mean to waste lots of money by destroying things because of your haphazard clicking of the mouse? So that's a really nice little touch, actually. But actually, I think I might. Let's not delete it. Let's see what's the catchment area. So we're going to land use up first. So we're delivering fuel which goes into the industrial area. Yeah, that's good there. No, fine. I'm going to leave it there, to be honest. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that. But what if we? I mean, we're not going to play electric. One thing I don't like. They could have fixed that. I wish they had fixed it. As soon as the electrics become available, the default option on the rail is catenary, however you pronounce that, the electric cables anyway. The default is yes, and I don't want it for the moment. Oh, the other little thing they've improved, or separated out, signals and waypoints are now 2 separate menu options on these icons. Little thing, but little things often make the biggest difference. Makes it easier and simpler, much more fun to play. What if we move that so it went round that way? That doesn't help a lot, does it? So I think we need to curve in a bit more. Should we curve? Actually, let's take this back even further. And what I'm probably going to do at somewhere along the line here is actually double track this. This really doesn't want to play nice curves, does it? So if we take that off there, 62, it's not a great speed, but we've got quite slow tracks. Our maximum speed is 75 still at the moment. Okay, so actually, what if we take that round there? I think that might work, because what we want to do, we want to sort of be able to sort of shoot straight on there to the passenger line, and also take off here onto the cargo, and I think that lines up. He said, hopefully. Okay, we'll join that up for the moment. So it means at least that, well, nothing actually. It's nothing. It means nothing to me. Right, so if we double track this, we're going to track it that side or the other side. Let's track it this side. Okay. Again, whoops, missed it. Zooming too far out, you can't see what the heck you're doing. Let's take that round there, perhaps a bit further. Okay. It's nice having money to spend, isn't it? Not worrying too much. Okay, the trains are coming in on this side, so if you pull off that way to go there, how would that... What if you try this? That's a bit close there. Let's not do it quite that tight. So if you took that... Oh, that's an interesting idea, isn't it, actually? What if we... Yeah. Okay, so that's merging in there. What about then merging out to that? It's a bit slow. For passengers, you do like to go fast, but it might actually be worth moving these stations. I don't want to move that one because I think if I move it, I'll lose the passengers. Again, one of the updates, one of the changes in the update is if you upgrade a station, you don't lose whatever is waiting there when you upgrade. But I'm not sure it has a. I haven't actually tested it. So I don't know if the passengers would stay there if you deleted the station and replaced it just around the corner a bit. I don't know. Could I do that? Could I do that? Oh, let's not, yeah. That takes in that, which is a fair amount. That doesn't take in much more, actually. No, let's. I hate being decisive. No, actually, let's move that round. I'm going to do that. So goodbye, good people. Confirm destruction. Yes. Okay, so what if we move that station? Oh, we could make it a curved station, couldn't we? No, it's not going to be electric. It's going to be curved. Which way round do we want it? So we need to highlight the bus station as well. So we could do it like that. 125, that's quite expensive. That's cheaper. What if we made it more curvy? That's very curvy, isn't it? Move that round. Now we've still got the bus station in line. Oh, I don't like the fact that it dips down because it's on a gradient there. Now one of the other mods I've got here is you can actually adjust for the slope. Yeah, that's better. So that becomes a lot cheaper. The only trouble is you can't make those. You can't make them curved. So you can either curve or straighten them up. So the station is actually on a tilt, as it were, which means you don't dig into the ground if it's on a slope. I'm going to stick with curves. I don't think I've got a curve station yet. I probably have. Why did I press that? Because I've no idea what I'm doing. Right. Done it. Actually, I could have had a second station, a second platform. Let's put 2 platforms on there. Right, there we go. So if we get our track out here, which means we should be able to go faster. That's better when we join up with this track. Come on, there we go, there we go. Joined up. 63, that's not bad actually. It's certainly a good deal better than 40 something. And they've got a funky new curved station. Awesome. Right. So how does this actually affect anything? Okay, so what the trains will do when they're coming out of this station, let's have too much slope, don't be silly. There you go. Double track that. And we should then be able to slip along. Oh, this is going to look good. It's going to look almost as if it was designed by an actual railway engineer who knew what the heck they were doing. And not some clueless newbie who's just playing a computer game. That'll be me, in case you hadn't noticed. Okay, right, so I think that works. So we've got trains, we need to plumb that in as well. So like that, we won't do double track just yet because I want to get all this sorted. So what's this warning message? Whitchurch fuel doesn't have a connection. Why? Oh yeah, because I'll need to join that in. There you go. Right, that solved that. So, okay, the trains always, of course, come in on the left in my game because that's the way I play it. So, right, yeah, we need to actually get you over from here. No, I need train track, not signals. Okay, so you need to. Ooh, I've messed that up. I can't do it. Have I messed this up? Actually, what I can do, I think, is if I take that bit out and that bit. No, that doesn't look right. Right, that's better. And what I can do then... That's good. Okay, so they can come out... Oh, actually I'm liking this. So what they can do, if they're coming in on this left-hand track here, they will slip across here into the cargo station. And if they're coming out, they can actually... I can double slip that. Yes, which means he can come out of here and straight onto this track here and carry on there. Oh, I like that a lot. Right, yeah, so we can, otherwise if that wasn't double slipped, then he would only be able to carry straight across this this track here in the middle. He wouldn't be able to slip onto it. That's the point of the double slip switch, which which I can never remember, never name correctly. Okay, so I think we've got our trains sorted out. Now we could do with double tracking here, couldn't we, actually? I do actually need that switch in there. If I double tracked that... Oh, I say, that works as well. I don't actually need the double slip there. Right, so I could go on that and then go off there. Oh, this is looking proper. This is looking good. This is looking like it might work. Right, yeah. So I think we'll need a signal here to say you've got to stop there if you're going to cross over. I think we should have these trains here, the passenger trains, also stop there if there's anything going on. And just to make sure they let traffic pass when they pass the switches, we'll put a signal there. What some people refer to as a release switch. I'm not sure if that's actually what it is, if that's the correct technical term within the industry, but that's what we're calling it. And you will need a switch there. A signal there rather, and if you're coming in on this side to come in to deliver your cargo, you'll want a signal there. And have I got, and we want a release on that side. I think that makes sense. Oh my goodness me. Right, trains, just the routes we can see. Oh, does that look good? That looks proper. So they're coming in on the left-hand side, delivering their fuel, going out on the left-hand side in that direction, crossing over up to there, while the passengers are coming in here, over the track, into there and out on that side. Oh, this looks good. Now with any luck, I've got my signal sorted out, so that will work. Right, and that's the job done. Yeah, that's it. Now the other thing is, do I need more wagons on? I do. There's 41 waiting there, and he's only carrying 20. What sort of train is that? It travels at 45, so it's not great. How old? It's 7 years old. What I could do is replace it. So rather than I've started kind of doing this when I'm sort of playing games onward, is rather than sending them into the depot, which takes time and they have to sort of disembark all their passengers and then go into the depot and come back out again, is do a replacement. So what train is that? Oh, that's the GWR 3300. If I replace it, I can just get it switched and replaced at the station. It's so much quicker and has so much less hassle. So locomotives. So actually, so that's that, which goes at 55. Oh, so the trouble must be with the wagons, which are the early ones. Yeah, they only go 45, so I could use a... Ooh, that's fast. Now these are better. They carry only 2 more passengers, but they go that much faster. That's better actually. But do I want a faster loco than 55? What other ones have I got here in the game? I'd like to, can we do 60? I'm going to stay with the GWR actually. I like the GWR. So we'll do that, and we'll add in the clear story. No, what is the clear story wagons? Again, I think these are a mod version, which is why they say GWR. So I think there's a clear story in the American asset list. So if you're playing in an American map with just American vehicles, I think there's a clear story in that. So this is sort of, I honestly don't know which one is the first one, which one came before the other. But this is the GWR one. I could use that one, but that's much more expensive. It goes too fast for the vehicles I've got at the moment. Yeah, we'll use this. So we'll add, that's 24, so that's more, so we'll add, yep, that will be 36. That's okay, that'll do for now, I think. Right, and we will replace that now. I'll set a 75, just... I need more money. Okay, let's replace you now. Yes. Right. Well, one other little thing they've done, again, a cosmetic change which is quite handy, I don't want to look at that, is that when you're looking at a line like this one, which one is it? Falmouth to Whitchurch. Oh, it doesn't show there. Don't. When you're looking at the line, the vehicles, what am I thinking of? There was another change they made. Oh, I can't remember which it was. We'll see it when we see it. It was just they put the colours into the vehicle list as well, but that's fine. Right, so that's going forward. That will deal with that. I didn't want to take a screenshot. I wanted to move the game on. Right. Okay, now the other thing I was planning on doing was getting some of this fuel delivered up to Felixstowe here, which, as you can see, involves gradients. Now, is this a 2? Oh, it is a 2. We possibly need a third line on there. Actually, a third platform. So the trick is going to be to get it around this mountain. So that's what we're going to need to do. So where's our cargo going to be delivered? Let's get our... so it needs to go there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, now will it go... I'm tempted to make that one of these stations. A cargo station for a start. A terminal station without a kink in it. So it'll be a straight station. No curvature. But we'll turn him around that way. Okay, and that should then allow him to deliver, for which we'll probably need a little bit more road. Can I get that close to the houses? No, not houses, they're businesses, the industrial units. Well, that looks okay. Could have actually done with being flat. Shall I make it flat? Can I do that without destroying things? Oh, no, no. Try and keep it nice. Now, the thing is, will that actually be good for when I put the station in? I don't care. I'm feeling reckless with money. Right. Okay. I think that's better. Yep. That works for me. And then when we put our cargo station in, it lights up some of the industrial area, but not a great deal. Yeah, it's only doing that bit. Well, we can work that out. We can put trucks in town to increase the catchment area of the station. It's expensive, isn't it? That's a bit less. That's a lot less. But we need to get as many of those buildings in the catchment. So there we go. We'll do that. Done. Sorted. That's a cute little station, isn't it? Okay, so how can we get this down the hill without spending a vast amount of money? I'll probably find we can't. So track. A huge bridge. No, I'm not going to do that. I think we'll take it down the contours gently. Should we take it around that mountain or that side? I'm tempted. The thing is, if we go around there, can we get it up here easily enough? Oh, I need to cancel that, don't I? So if we do so we could actually, but except that's not joined on. We could get that up there. That's a slow. It's slow there. And it starts getting really expensive. Whereas if we took it around this side, are we going to be any better off financially? I've suspicion we actually could we take it across. Ooh. So that doesn't look too expensive, that bit there, does it? We keep it within that sort of gradient. No, we need it on the next gradient, really, don't we? And on here. See, that's nice and cheap. I bet it doesn't stay that way for long, though. Actually, let's try that. So if we put that bit of track in there. What's this looking? Very inexpensive. But that doesn't last long though. Okay, and up to there. Too much slope. Dagnabbit. Can we get? We can't get any steeper. Can we? We're going to need to cut a bit of that off. Will that be enough? Still too much slope. That's unreal. Let's go up. Go up a lot. Oh, that's as much as you can go up, is it? Still a ridiculous kink in there, isn't there? You know, perhaps I should have put in there one of those tilty stations. That would actually. No, I can't. You haven't got a terminal station that is on a slope, I don't think. Just check. No, you haven't. You've got these. So you see the effect of the slope would be to even that out. If I say negative slope, there you see that's a 116. And against no slope 130 something. It just, well, it's yeah, it's not always easy to see without. There you are. So that's it flat. So you see it up at one end and down in the other. But if we put that on a slope, the negative slope is the one we want. It doesn't do it. Should we make it more? Well, that's better, isn't it? That does look a lot. I like that. I like that a lot. And I've just paid in extra interest that I didn't need to because I'm not watching my bank balance. Okay, let's destroy that. And while we're here, I don't do this very often. You don't enjoy seeing me do this much. Brush strength high. Does that help? This smoothing out malarkey. There you go. That probably cost me a fortune. So we wanted a train station. It's going to be a cargo station. It's going to be on a slope. Oh, you wanted it that way round. Oh, this gets sillier now, doesn't it? Because we've got those bits of road. A bit more. looks better, I think. Am I getting this slope the right way around? Oh, that's more like it. Yes, that's what we want. Oh, I didn't want to place it there. Damn. Maybe we should confirm when you place stuff as well, shouldn't it? That was weird. Do you remember the early episodes of this series where I was so careful about spending money? That seems to have changed somewhat. Yeah, we will do that. We will do that. Can we get a road up there? That looks appalling. I'm making a reap mess of this, aren't I? So, use a cheap road. That goes down there. And we can use the country road. Is that a country road? Small street. Right, probably is, isn't it? You can go there. There you go. Right, so let's get our tracks. Can we actually lay our track now? We've done this. Where is the track? There it is. Right, it works. It didn't cost me a small fortune, but apart from that, it's truth. Okay. We just need to bring that down and round. To here somewhere. So I think that's okay. We're not going to be hit by slope issues again, are we? No, I think we're okay. Wants to put a bridge in though. We'll make it a stone bridge. Do we need that? That's probably about the cheap. Well, that is very slow though. That's a wooden bridge, that's why. That's a bit faster, that's a bit better. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll merge you into there. Right, that's splendid. Oh, now this we can check. So let's upgrade this to a 3-platform station. Okay, how much is that going to cost me? 157, and it should keep all the fuel there. And it does. Did I add electrics to that? Some of this is electric. It's not. I didn't want it to be electric. Oh, can I'm not going to fuss about that just now. So, right. Okay, so we've got that going up there. We've got that. That does. Oh, it says pretty much the same amount of building. So that's fine. Actually, that works. So we're going to need to reroute our train somewhat. What we'll do, I think, is we'll put the oil delivery into there. That's good, and we'll use these 2 lines here. Yeah, that's fine for the fuel trains. Okay, let's just get you sorted out. There he goes. Once he's off, I can realign these lines. Excellent. Right, so actually let's just get rid of that. That's just confusing the heck out of me. And you. Okay. So you can go into there. you can go into there. Yep, that line still works. Okay, so what we need then is another train. Got a depot there. We could do with a crossover here actually to make sure that the depot can serve all these lines. Oh, they promised they'd fixed a number of the slope and collision issues in the game, but obviously not slopes and curves on. Oh, it does work. Right, I take it all back. They fixed it. It's perfect. Just for this one anyway. Right, so they can cross over. Are we going to need any signals on there? Probably, just to play safe. And on the out, and on the out, and on the in. I think that makes sense. I think. Well, we'll work out. We'll find that out when I get trains on there. Okay, let's get a new line set up. So this is going to be the Felixstowe fuel. And you're going from there up to there. Right, that works. That's something at least. And we need a train. Which one should we use? I still like using this one. It's not terrible. What have we got on the other line actually? Looking at this, what's that? Oh, it is the same train. That's fine. Okay, so we'll do that. So we want you. You'll be red. And we will stick. No, I could use this one actually. Yeah, we'll use this one. It's a yeah. It's a modded version. It's already been linked in the description of the last one, so we'll put 6 on there, and we will send you off on Felixstowe fuel. Excellent. When this train comes in, that is you, isn't it? And that's Felixstowe fuel. You're rushing in. Are you going to? Everything works. Splendid. Right, so actually what we'll do, we will add, how many wagons have you got? Oh, it's a different wagon. I've got different wagons on that one, haven't I? It's just a tank wagon. We could add another one on there, I think, can't we? Without too much hassle. So we'll send him into the depot. And waiting for free pass. Oh, we won't then. Yeah, so he doesn't have access to the depot from there. So no, you're not. Put your church fuel. There you go. Let him carry on like that. Right, now I will need to improve the delivery of oil. I think that train can take more wagons, so that should now start turning out to be very profitable. Let's repay as much of that loan as we can to cut down our interest payments. So last year we made 15 million. We're in December already of this year, 15.1 million. We spent a lot more this year than we did last, I think, so profit is down, but revenue is on the up, which is great news. And you know what? I think this is a fabulous time to... where's he going? Has he got no fuel? Why has he got no fuel? Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Oh well, I'm sure he'll come back and pick some up in due course. So there we are. That's our latest episode of Transport Fever. It's all looking very nice and profitable, if I say so myself. We've seen a couple of the new enhancements from the July update patch in play. And while it saves the game, there we go. All aeroplanes have arrived. Now I'm not sure if this map will really support aeroplanes if it's big enough, but we shall see. But anyway, from Transport Fever, from me, Ajaxpost, thank you so much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this rather patchy little episode, I need to smooth some of this out, don't I? It looks just plain ugly. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave us a like. If you've any thoughts, suggestions, criticisms, any ideas at all, it'd be great to hear from you. Just leave a comment in the box below. If you've not done so already, why not subscribe to the channel, and then you'll know as soon as I upload another one of these or another of my Let's Play series. So from Transport Fever, from me, Ajaxpost, until next time, bye bye for now.